We're here at our family's calf barn. I just want to show you what we're doing for our cold weather ventilation. Right now it is in January, it's 20 degrees and kind of breezy. It's cold. The buckets are all frozen up, but it is simply an open front with plywood dividers, windbreaks in between every 12 foot to keep the wind from blowing sideways across the calves. We have to keep the bedding dry. We're replacing the bedding pretty often. If we're not overcrowded, we're cleaning out once the calves are out of here, which is whenever they're off of milk. But we got two curtains on the back, and those are set. The top one will start opening at around 22 degrees as long as it's not windy. Then the bottom one will open at around mid-30s to 40 if it's not windy. So I actually built this ventilation controller, one of the first ones ever made. And so as long as it's not windy, the curtains will open up when it's pretty cold, because calves need fresh air. So the whole idea of what I've been working behind is natural ventilation. And if it's not windy, you want fresh air. And it's still better than if you had a completely closed barn. You don't get any sunlight in. So from a disease standpoint, this would be better. A closed barn would be warmer for the people, but friendly for the people and healthy for the calves just don't seem to go together very well. Wintertime heifer barn management. See, I'm here at our family farm's heifer barn. It's got the heifers that are about 5 months up till getting close to breeding age. There's a pasture out back. It's cold right now, and if you can see, it's overcrowded. They're a little dirtier than what they should. The management here isn't quite good as what it should be. But anyway, there's a single curtain on the back that is supposed to start rolling up around freezing as long as it's not windy. So I got my start doing ventilation controls, all for natural ventilated barns, because that's what we do here. But if you look at this, one of the things from a curtain management standpoint, there's holes in the back because we're leaving the heifers lick the fabric at places, or they can get to it at places, and they'll chew through it fairly quickly. It's really tough to keep a curtain functioning if animals can get against it. So if you're trying for longevity on your curtains on your heifer barn, do not let the heifers be able to lick it, because as you see here, it makes holes in it, and it's really hard on it. So we believe in the cold weather philosophy. We do not keep them closed up. The front's open. We're here in Pennsylvania. Right now it's 20 degrees and a little windy. Simply getting them out of the wind is what we're trying for. If you're looking to automate a barn like this, we've done over 30,000 control systems in the last 15 years. And a lot of them in barns like this, we do fans and curtain controls. So with the fans in the summertime, you can keep the bedding dried out. When you're in the cooler, wet weather, if you run them slow, or the real damp, muggy days, you can prevent some respiratory issues by keeping the air moving. The 20 degrees is why we don't run the fans, but they sure help. Cold weather freestall barn management. So here here in my family's freestall barn. It's around 180 cows. They're milking around 105 pounds or so here in January of 2025. I just want to show you what we're doing. Right now we're running in natural mode, which means just with the curtains. There's no powered ventilation at all right now. And it's set to the defaults that we build our ventilation controllers at, which is the top curtains start opening around 20 degrees as long as it's not on the windward side. So you can see the south side is open and the north side is closed. And the only difference is the wind. Because I found out that it's not the temperature as much as it's the wind. So if you want to try to keep your respiratory problems down, you'll want to keep the barn as cold as possible. This has not really worked well for robot barns, but if you can get away with it, leave your barn get cold, because you'll have less respiratory problems. So as the day progresses, the other curtains will start opening up as it gets warmer. Right now it's around 20 degrees and 5 miles an hour, kind of from the north. We appreciate you watching, and hit like as it helps us help more people.